Decisive blow delivered, Putin stunned by British attack plan announcement, Russia's apocalypse has arrived. Given the tense situation in Ukraine, Putin threatened stronger and more brutal offensive measures. The strategy to attack with chemical weapons was launched to shock the whole world. Britain has been implementing many plans to be able to destroy and defeat the Russian army to avoid disaster. According to a recent announcement, a minister hinted that if Russia carried out a chemical attack in Ukraine, Britain could respond independently. According to Defense Secretary James Heappey, Russian President Vladimir Putin would be mistaken if he believed that a NATO vote was needed in response to Moscow's deployment of banned weapons. According to him, there have been a number of situations where unilateral moves have been made in response to outrage and others in which the states of the two parties or smaller tripartites have rapidly drawn together. Earlier, Russia announced that its last chemical stockpile was destroyed in 2017. Russia had an agreement with Ukraine that if it gave up its nuclear weapons it would respect and not cross its borders, an agreement that was broken when it invaded and annexed Crimea. In 2014, Russia has concentrated its troops on the Ukrainian border this year. It was just a military exercise and they had no intention of going any further, and then invading Ukraine without a leave of absence. Russia doesn't honor agreements or keep its word. Based on history, there is nothing Russia is not willing to bow down to, no matter how disgusting or vile, nor to anyone it is not willing to betray to advance its interests. When Russia says that it has no chemical weapons and will never use such weapons, how can anyone believe it when they have been lying again and again for a long time? Prior to? There has been growing concern that Russia could use chemical weapons against Ukraine in recent weeks, despite Russia's statement on Wednesday that US suspicions of such use were false. Russia claims that it destroyed all of its chemical weapons stockpile in 2017. Soldiers from Ukraine's Azov regiment reported shortness of breath, eye problems and muscle spasms after a Russian drone intentionally released a mysterious white gas. Possibly, Russia and China and Iran will continuously push the free world to world war. The free world must step up and pull its socks up. Great to see Boris Johnson in power. I don't think UK Labour will be able to throw any punches if in power. On the other hand, we need to have a clear boundary about it. If the use of chemical weapons is the place to start, then say it, and it is clear that Congress will need to pass it and then act decisively within a reasonable but expeditious time frame.